Everyone, good to see you again. So today we're going to be looking at 3 teams in Germany that are absolutely tiny. They're pushing above their weight currently. And these are 3 teams that you should take over in Football Manager if you want to challenge, if you want to bring these small clubs all the way to the top and potentially win a Bundesliga trophy. So first off, we're going to start off with SV Elversberg. So Elversberg is a very interesting team. As you can see from their history, they've just recently been promoted to the 2 Bundesliga. They were promoted 2 seasons ago, and they managed to stay up last season. And so most of the time they've spent is in the regional divisions of Germany, and that's just recently they've been getting the success. They've had back-to-back promotions all the way up to Bundesliga, and this season, in fact, they're actually pushing for another potential promotion to the Bundesliga. So it's quite crazy what's achieving right now in Elversberg. They're currently in 4th place. As you can see, their team is quite small. They have some young players on loan, but besides that, it's a lot of players that are kind of in their prime. They've got a 37-year-old here, Kevin Coffey. Looks not bad, actually. Financially, you're not doing too hot at Elversberg. So on top of not having a very big team with a lot of fans, you have negative 1 million in the bank. You have no debt, but you're just in debt. So you're not going to be generating a lot of money. You have 800k to spend, but after you spend all that money, you have 5% of transfer revenue for a while. So as you can see, the stadium's small. You're going to have like 5,000 fans coming in, probably one of the smallest amounts into Bundesliga. So Elversberg is going to definitely push a challenge for you. First season, you're expected to avoid relegation. As you can see, your team's one of the worst in the division, but since you're projected to be 3rd bottom, the top 3 teams, I believe, or the bottom 2 get relegated, and then the top, or the 3rd from bottom has to be in a playoff battle, so it's definitely doable. You have a couple young talents. Mohamed Mahmoud, fantastic name, a big striker here, and of course this guy is not really a young talent, but besides that, it's not great. So Elversberg is definitely going to pose you a challenge, but for those looking to bring them perhaps back-to-back promotions in FM terms, or 3 promotions in 4 years if you're using real-life terms, this is the team for you. Next up, now you might be noticing a pattern here on this team as we keep going through. We have another black and white team, Ulm. Now Ulm in real life just got promoted, so depending on what kind of database you're using, if you're using one of the updated transfer ones, they're going to be in 2 Bundesliga. If not, they're going to be in the 3 Bundesliga. Now Ulm is very interesting because they're even smaller than Elversberg. As we can see here, their history, they've also spent a lot of time. This is the 5th division of Germany, guys. The 5th division of Germany, they got promoted up to the 4th tier, and then recently they got promoted to the 3rd tier. Then again, another back-to-back promotion season, finds themselves in the 2nd tier of Germany in real life. They're not doing very well. They're 16th, which is still very impressive for a team of their caliber. And so as you can see, this team is very, very large. A couple of these guys are very much filler. I don't know why these 2 are here. I need to get rid of them. But if you get rid of these guys, for instance, who should be nowhere near the first team. Still a pretty large squad. A couple young talents here, as you can see. There's another one here that I just got rid of, but he's not bad. Only have a U19 squad. They don't even have a 2nd team. That's how small they are. Not a lot of fans coming in, a couple thousand perhaps. But they have a big stadium, so you have the potential, if you have success, to get those bandwagons into your team. Financially, you're doing better than Elversberg is. They have money in the actual bank account. They have 25k in wages, and they have 500k to spend. Do they have debt? No, they don't. So, SV Ulm, a team with back-to-back promotions. Could you give them 3 promotions in a row? Very unlikely, but those Gegenpress FM gamers amongst you might be able to pull it off. So, yeah, Elversberg and Ulm, those are my first 2 suggestions, both black and white. And my 3rd team, another suggestion, for some reason, another black and white themed team. Now this team is a bit different because they're in the 3 Liga, and so those 2 teams above you, you're just striving to try to avoid relegation as much as possible and get that promotion in the future. This team, you have different expectations. So now you're starting in the 3 Bundesliga, a team with all German players pretty much. They're not making that much money. This is not one of the worst teams in the division. In fact, they're going to be around mid-table or bottom half. A lot of those 2 sides in here. So Why is Verl my choice here? SC Verl, another team that spends a lot of time in the 4th and 5th division. They have absolutely no trophies. I don't even know what division this is. This must be 8th or 7th, perhaps 6th divisions. Verl's been in here for a while. They have a very small fan base. They have 5,000 seater stadium, so they're very much a regional team. A lot of, not a lot of season ticket holders. Despite that, though, season tickets still 220. Kind of expensive, to be honest, ticket prices. Now, the good thing about this team is, facilities-wise, it might not be anything impressive here. Below average, as what you would expect from one of these small teams. The stadium's new, though. It's a small team with a small stadium, but it's brand new pretty much. Now, look at this. You wouldn't expect this from SV Ulm. You got a lot of youngsters here. Call them all up to the first squad. You got Adrian, you got Malik, you got Fabiano. You got, is this a Ukrainian player? Perhaps it is. You got Marlon, you got Tim. All of these youngsters here, plus some sitting in the U19 squad, which I was not expecting to see that. But yeah, so SV Verl has some young talent, and they have a mid-table squad. So perhaps in a couple of years, you might have one of those teams that's ready to compete. As you can see, their key player is really not bad. Like, this guy has got some great mentals and physicals for this division. So in just a couple of seasons, honestly, you could find yourself up in the 2 Bundesliga. As we can see from the club vision, they're expecting to start making those playoffs quite quickly, and in 5 years you're expected to be up there, up in the 2 Bundesliga. So my 3 teams suggestions for you if you want to make a small team save in Germany: Verl, then you have Elversberg, and then you have Ulm. Now, of course, you also have Heidenheim, but everyone knows about Heidenheim's story, going from the 5th division all the way up to the top in so quick time. But, if that's your team, that's definitely the team you should choose in Bundesliga, because they're very small, punching above their weight, and they might actually get relegated this season, sadly. So that's my little 4th honorable mention, if you will. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.